I'm going to first take you back in time, 6 generations, my family history, early 1800s, into New Brunswick, Canada, rural. This is Granny Sanders. Granny Sanders is my great-grandmother's grandmother. She's a pretty amazing lady, and I actually didn't even know about her until about 3 months ago, and starting the conversations about this talk. She was a woman who knew how to do everything. She knew how to go and look for herbs. She knew how to heal the community. She knew how to birth babies. She had a completely organic, sustainable life, and not because it was trendy, because it was necessary. Next 2 generations, my great-grandmother on the horse, my grandfather down below, and her parents. Again, continuing the lifestyle of sustainable living. Here I am, a few generations later, standing with my husband on top of the Rocky Mountains hiking. I don't know how to birth a baby. I don't know how to birth a goat. And I really don't know much about herbs. So what happened? Why is it that just a few generations later, here am I standing, wanting to be a farmer, but I don't know anything? My family did. Something changed. And this is not the fault of my family, of my grandfather, my mother. Societal something changed. Our whole way that we live changed. The Industrial Revolution came. Instead of living rurally, we all moved into cities. We created factories. We needed to produce things. We needed things. Then came the change of our food system. Our food system then had to be brought from farms into the city. And for the first time ever, we saw our new food system, the modern food system. Many, many steps in this food system. Let's have a look. We're growing the food, we're harvesting, transporting, processing, packing, wholesaling, retailing, eating, and disposing. That's a lot of steps. In the steps, there is also lots of transportation, lots of emissions, quite a big carbon footprint. This is not a sustainable system. It's a very linear system. And my guess is that within 4 years, that this system is not going to be there to support our food anymore. At one point, if there's something in the system that stops, our cities are going to go hungry. The gas stops flowing. How are we going to get the food into the cities to feed the people? And why is disposing on there? I mean, I eat the food and then, really, there's a disposal? Yes, because much of the food that we eat now is actually packaged. So even after we get the food, that there's still waste from this. This is not an environmentally friendly system. It was a system that was created quickly out of necessity. But it's something that we need to look at, and it's something that needs to change. So, not only has our food system changed, but the people producing our food has changed. No longer do we have friendly farmers who are focusing on the quality of life for the animal and the quality of food. We now have big businesses coming in who are more focused on bottom line profits. How much money can they make? Not necessarily focused on soil quality or continue years. Here we have some wonderful chickens. Free-range chickens. This is a new term. I'm pretty sure that Granny Sanders back in the day, the idea of free-range chickens was completely, was not in her vocabulary. This is chickens in their natural state. We have created chicken factories. We have brought these birds inside, put them in cages, and have them give us eggs. This is not a natural environment for them. As soon as they stop laying, their life is over, unfortunately. So not only has our farms changed, the people producing our food has changed, but it's also the food actually has changed. Rather than having fruits and vegetables, we're now more and more having processed food. Even some of the most simple things that you go and buy in the grocery store, such as yogurt. And you look at the ingredients list, and we have up to 10 ingredients for one simple product. And why is that? Could be many of the factors now faced with modern day diseases. And this really honestly scares me. Our food system has changed so much, and how is it affecting us, our health, and our future generations? So to prove this point, I would like to have a little experiment. So would somebody from the audience, a student, would like to come and join me up here for a few minutes? I promise you won't have to wear goggles. Quite quickly. Anybody? Please? Hello, come on up. Thank you. You have a fantastic hat. Come on over here. So, we're going to look at eggs, because when you go to the grocery store and you buy eggs, egg is an egg, right? Does it really matter if it comes from organic chicken or an industrial farm? Let's find out. And let's find out how the quality of our food has been changed. So, choose an egg. One is from this grocery store and one's from my farm.
Let's see. Farm groceries.
Okay, well, have a look. We're going to crack it open on the pan.
I always feel at that.
There we go. Have a look. Now, which one do you think this is?
Grocery.
This is the grocery store, okay? Thank you. Here, I have a napkin actually for you. And you can just put that there. Perfect. Okay, and second egg. Now, what do you think?
I would say, well, this looks more natural in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Tastier, to be honest.
So he's saying this is the second one looks more natural and more tasty. Now, how are we doing up there? You can see that he is in fact right, that this egg is from my house, and this one here is from the grocery store. And you can see the consistency in the egg white is the biggest giveaway. It's that it actually has some consistency, whereas the egg white from the grocery store just completely disperses. This is how our food has changed. You'll notice that there's not a lot of difference in the coloring, and I was quite curious about this, and I was talking to my husband. I'm sorry, you can go sit down. Thank you so much. Our great volunteer. I was actually quite curious about this. Why is the coloring still so same? And my husband was saying, well, it's really amazing how they have changed the feeding and the chemicals to reproduce eggs that look like eggs. So, whatever the chickens eat is also what we're eating. I was also absolutely amazed about my little thing, I'm so sorry. I was also amazed about the taste in the eggs. For me, I have always eaten, the last 4 years, I've always eaten farm fresh eggs, and now for the first time I was eating store-bought egg, and it tastes like nothing, and I couldn't believe this. So, our food is actually changing, and the consequences of our food changing, I don't think we understand. I haven't always been interested in bio. I haven't always been interested in sustainability. 5 years ago, my husband and I moved to the Czech Republic, and we overtook this farm. And soon it became our passion, our hobby, and our everyday life. We started this quest of trying to do everything ourselves. We've had lots of fun on the way, and we continue to enjoy it. Every year we add something new, and every day we try something new. Some things don't always work out. I can tell you one story of my husband making blue cheese, which he was then banned for a month of cheese making because my entire house smelled like dirty feet. So this did not go well. But bread, apples, vegetables, eggs, meat, and milk are things that we produce on a daily basis, as well as seasonally we do jams, and lots of different things that are going on. Our food system on our farm is quite simple. It's a matter of walking to the garden, finding out what is fresh, picking it, and bringing it home and cooking it. No transportation required. Quite simple. We enjoyed this lifestyle so much that we've opened up our farm and we've had hundreds of students coming to enjoy and learning and being a part of the food system. We've had them come in and get their hands dirty and try cooking, preparing meat, and learning about a more sustainable life. Not realizing that there's actually time that goes into preparing meals. And why is this? Maybe prior to this, they've always gone to restaurants. Maybe their meals have always been prepared to them, or maybe that it's processed food that they're eating. So understanding that what goes into actually making bread and how it's done. Often the big realization is that meat is an animal, and the animal was once alive. And that for us to eat the animal has to die. And giving respect to this. And valuing its life. And also searching out better quality for us. Our students truly have a full-on, hand-on experience. In coming to work with us, they become one with the food system. Now, here's my daughter, Zoya. Our children teach us so much. And she is really something special to me. I'm sorry. Ooh. She understands. She understands something that I don't even understand. She understands something on a greater scale than most of these people in this room, most people in this Prague. She has the magic. She understands the beauty of how exciting it is to go and pick strawberries and to be at one with this. And we have lost this as a society, and this is what I'm scared about. She has this passion for picking eggs, for picking carrots, and being a part of something that's bigger than ourselves. And we have lost this. And I think until we get this back, this desire to be at one with what we eat, then I'm not sure where our food system is going to go. So I challenge you to be like my daughter Zoya, and to go and be a part of your food system, to bring back the magic into it, to bring back the inspiring. Our world is a beautiful, wonderful place. So I challenge you to go and eat locally, to support local farmers, to take a course, try making something new, to go foraging, but most of all, to go and participate and to go and get your hands dirty. So thank you very much.